party. We're all gonna get laid.
It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 closing lines in movies.
But a ringing phone has to be answered, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
For this list, we've looked across all cinema genres and selected the best closing lines. For the purposes of this video, we understand a closing line to be the last piece of speech or narration within a movie script.
So long, partner.
And as we are revealing the final lines in movies, you may be hit with some spoilers. So a spoiler alert is probably in order.
Ausgezeichnet, Hermann.
Number 10, The Dark Knight.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
So, you've just edge of your seated your way through one of the greatest superhero movies of modern times, and then you're treated to this. A closing line worthy of an especially classic Caped Crusader. It sums Batman's entire anti-heroism act up perfectly.
Batman! Why is he running, Dad?
Because we have to chase him.
Okay, we're going in.
This is a guy who tries his best to defend the city, even if the city tries its best to paint him as the villain.
Because he's the hero Gotham deserves. But not the one it needs right now.
Gary Oldman's perfect delivery leaves the audience in no doubt.
Because he can take it.
This night's good, in a dark kind of way, and this movie's great, no question.
He's a silent guardian. A watchful protector. A dark knight.
Number 9, Fight Club.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.
You've just shot yourself in the face. The city is about to systematically explode before your very eyes. The girl you like is right there with you, and this is all your own doing.
Someone in mind, dear?
No. Our next closing line is quite clearly an appropriate one.
Your voice in my head.
Your voice in mine.
Ed Norton's tussling with Brad Pitt's Tyler Durden comes to a head in this scene as he, we, and the perfect Pixie soundtrack question the guy's cognitive condition.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.
With your feet on the air, a very strange time in your life? You can say that again. Number 8, The Silence of the Lambs.
Good morning.
If there's one turn of phrase that just shouldn't be uttered by a cannibal, it's this one. Jodie Foster's Clarice Starling has spent this entire movie waging a psychological battle against Hannibal Lecter. But with this final line, Anthony Hopkins' character claims the upper hand at the last.
Well, Clarice, have the lambs stopped screaming?
Spoken from the other side of a long-distance phone line, perhaps the doctor really is going to wine and dine an old friend or associate, entertaining them for the evening before bidding them farewell. But we sincerely doubt it.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
Number 7, Back to the Future.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
By now, Marty McFly should really know to expect the unexpected when it comes to Doc and the DeLorean.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
Still, Michael J. Fox's slight uncertainty is set up enough for this sensational closing line. It just doesn't get any cooler than a slightly cracked old guy in a heavily souped-up sports car donning some sort of designer eyewear before taking his wheels off-road. Literally.
Precisely.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Oh wait, it does get a little cooler, as the line sets up perfectly for the sequel.
Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Number 6, Chinatown. A title drop and a closing line is very rarely a bad thing, but this is the best of its kind. Jack Nicholson has really been put through the mill in this movie, but the climactic scene is emotional strain at its most taut.
She's my sister and my daughter!
Shots are fired, people are killed, injustice is served. It's an ending that satisfies because it doesn't satisfy, and it's a closing line that reflects that.
What are you doing here?
Nothing, Morty. It's my lunch hour. Thought I'd drop by and see who dropped dead lately.
Chinatown may as well have an Abandon All Hope banner strewn across its entrance. Now, how to forget the unforgettable?
Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown.
Number 5. Sunset Boulevard.
You're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures. Used to be big.
I am big. It's the pictures that got small.
A movie about the movies, but about so much more besides. Our next ending utterance is the final piece within a framing device executed to perfection.
Poor devil. Still waving proudly to a parade which had long since passed her by.
Time periods are jumbled in this film, but for the final scene, we are definitely and regrettably in the present. And at a point where the once great Norma Desmond has finally lost touch with reality.
I'm ready.
She's about to get locked up. The whole thing is magnificently messed up.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Number 4. Planet of the Apes.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
A couple newly freed from an oppressive society in which they found themselves very much alienated.
I see you've brought the female of your species. I didn't realize that man could be monogamous. On this planet, it's easy.
An apparently peaceful canter along an isolated beach. This closing line might have had a very different feel to it. It might have been a peaceful, happy ending.
Oh my God. I'm back. I'm home.
But then the Statue of Liberty turned up very far away from where we usually associate it, and Charlton Heston quite rightly damned us all to hell.
You blew it up! Oh, damn you! God damn you all to hell!
It's probably the most outwardly dramatic final line to make our countdown today. Number 3. Casablanca.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
A movie that has it all, Casablanca is rounded off with one of the most quotable closing lines in cinema history.
We'll always have Paris.
World War II has spread across Europe, and no one can sleep safe at night. So when Rick Blaine's old flame Ilsa Lund turns up in his Moroccan bar, Humphrey Bogart's character is determined to help Ingrid Bergman out as much as possible.
He's looking at you, kid.
It just happens that he needs a little help from Louis and the beginning of a beautiful friendship to make that possible.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Number 2. The Usual Suspects.
His name is Verbal. Verbal Kent.
It's easily one of the best final scenes ever, and it's our runner-up on today's closing line countdown.
He becomes a myth, a spook story that criminals tell their kids at night. Rat on your pop, and Kaiser Soze will get you.
Kevin Spacey, Verbal Kint, Kaiser Soze, call him what you will, delivers the last lines of The Usual Suspects with appropriate devilishness, unveiling awesome deception and a miraculous recovery.
Because you're stupid, Verbal. Because you're a cripple.
What I want to know is who's the gimp.
You know the whole f***ing time.
Kaiser Soze. If he comes up for anything,
Kaiser
we're
Soze?
gonna get rid of him.
Having Houdini'd his way out of the police station, he has every mouth, on screen and off of it, wide open in amazement. It's truly the greatest trick ever told.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And like that, he's gone.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Monsieur has been rocked!
Everybody gets corrupted. You have to have a little faith in people.
Denham. The airplane's got it. Oh, no. It wasn't the airplanes. It was beauty killed the beast.
I'm an average nobody. Get to live the rest of my life like a schnook.
Son of a bitch. He stole my life.
I'll be right here.
Oh, we have 12 vacancies. 12 cabins, 12 vacancies. They moved away the highway.
Number 1, Psycho. We've given you uplifting closing lines, ambiguous ones, and iconic ones. But we leave you with the psychotic and a snippet of Alfred Hitchcock that really stays with you.
She just goes a little mad sometimes. We all go a little mad sometimes.
Norman Bates is mommy's boy times a million, and in this final monologue, we're treated to and terrified by the man in all of his malevolence.
It's sad when a mother has to speak the words that condemn her own son, but I couldn't allow them to believe that I would commit murder.
It's the she that really sends shivers down your spine, though.
They're probably watching me. Well, let them. Let them see what kind of a person I am.
A defining detail, the likes of which Hitchcock had a reputation for bringing out. It's the closing line to close all others.
I'm not even going to swat that fly. I hope they are watching. They'll see. They'll see and they'll know. And they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Do you agree with our list? What big screen last line did we overlook?
I think this just might be my masterpiece.
For more memorable top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Mr. Daniel?
I'm finished.